Hi grade 8s, these are the evidence of learning solutions for week 4, lesson 3, trapeziums. Now before we look at how to calculate the area of a trapezium, we need to become familiar with what a trapezium actually looks like. So this diagram here is quite a typical example of a trapezium. You have one short side, one long side, and diagonal sides as well. Now sometimes your trapezium might have the short side at the bottom and the long side at the top, and you might not always have two diagonal sides, but this here is quite a typical example of a trapezium. Now when we look at calculating the area of a trapezium, the formula can look a little bit tricky, but let's break it down right now. So the formula for area is a plus b in brackets, divide by 2, and then multiplied by the height. So looking at our diagram here, let's unpack what each of those letters means. Now the lowercase a refers to the top of our trapezium. The lowercase b refers to the bottom of our trapezium, and h stands for height. And remember, just like with triangles and parallelograms, the height is the vertical perpendicular height. We are not looking at the diagonal heights or the lengths of the diagonals. The height is the vertical perpendicular height, the height that goes straight up from the bottom to the top and forms a right angle with the base. Now there is no specific formula for the perimeter of a trapezium, so we just use the general formula P equals the sum of sides, which means we add together all of the side lengths to calculate the perimeter. But let's look at some area questions. So question 1, we need to calculate the area of this shape. So we use our formula a plus b over 2 times by h. And looking at our shape here, remember a refers to the top value, so a in this question will be 9 millimeters. Plus b, which is the bottom value, and in this question we have 5 millimeters. So in brackets we have 9 millimeters plus 5 millimeters. We divide all of that by 2, and we multiply by our height, which in this question is 3 millimeters. Now on our next line we simplify our brackets. So 9 millimeters plus 5 millimeters will become 14 millimeters. And we need to divide that by 2, and then multiply it by 3 millimeters. So once again, let's simplify our fraction. 14 millimeters divided by 2 will become 7 millimeters, and we still need to multiply that by 3 millimeters. So our final answer, 7 times 3, will be 21 millimeters squared. So remembering with area, our units are always squared. All right, and let's look at one more example. So question 2, exactly the same shape, a trapezium, a plus b over 2 times by height. Remembering our lowercase a is our top number, which is 5 centimeters, plus b, which is our bottom number, 7 centimeters, over 2 multiplied by our height. In this question, our height is also 7 centimeters. Now on our next line, we simplify our brackets. 5 centimeters plus 7 centimeters will be 12 centimeters, divide by 2, and then multiply by 7 centimeters. Simplifying our fraction, we have 6 centimeters times by 7 centimeters, so our final answer will be 42 centimeters squared. So that's how you calculate the area of a trapezium.